Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. Today I am going to work on the kids' Christmas because I need to get it done. My original plan was to follow suit from our good friend Tracie Hinds, aka Nanner BaNanner, in making these super adorable ornaments. But my hands do not want to cut. They don't want to cut that much. So I had to switch gears, but playing off of being inspired by Tracie, which thank you so much, Tracie. Hi, Tracie. I decided I'm going to grab the biggest punch that I have in a circle, which is this is a 2-inch punch. And I'm going to see what I can come up with. I did a kind of a practice to see what could I do. So I'm thinking 5 punches, and I know that's a lot of work on my hands also, but the good news is if I get too tired, I can go upstairs and just do it, you know, while I'm sitting with Jason in the living room, and if need be, he can help punch me some circles. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 5 circles. I just used some paper that I didn't really care too much about. It's these dark ones right here. Does anybody, what do you do with these? I used to do nothing with them until Jamie, hi Jamie, had inspired me when I gave her a bunch of, and she made all these cute little envelopes and pockets or whatever the thing was that she was making, it backdrops. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're so smart. Anyhow, so let me get back to this. Let me get a brighter one back here to show you. Let's see if this will help. So I was thinking I'd just take the circles and I'll just layer them around on each other like that. And 5 circles works pretty good. I bought these and I forgot all about them until I was looking through all my stuff, all my Christmas stuff. These little things, and I believe I got these at Hobby Lobby. I have 2 packs of them, so I should have plenty. I think I have to make 32 to have 1 left over for myself for sure. And then if I forgot anybody on accident, then I have a couple extra. And I'm just going to layer him on top. So what I do for the kids for Christmas is I try to make something that they can incorporate as an ornament if they would like to at some point. And also to like a Christmas card type gift, ornament slash and also a little money holder, because they'll get $5, which I know is nothing in this day and age, but it is a lot to me. So $5 per kid, and I'll put their $5 bill. We'll put a little pocket on the back. So I'm thinking on the back, this is where I will have to cut, because I'm gonna get my little flowery things or whatever, my little Christmas balls. So yes, I want to make the little Christmas balls, and on the back side, I need a bigger round piece. Do I need a bigger round piece? Or maybe I just need a colorful one that covers this up. I don't know. I wish I had, I wish. I don't know. Do they even make a 4-inch circle punch? I mean, how good would it be? But anyways, I would like a bigger circle here. So maybe I will try to cut something out. I do have a Sizzix, but that's a lot of like, you know, doing this kind of a motion. So I don't know. Anyhow, on the back of it is where I'll put something on the back, and then I'll put like a little pocket, and that's where they'll get their little money will be tucked back there. So does that make sense? So that's my plan, my friend. So if you want to hang out with me, I'm just going to punch a bunch of circles. So I've picked out quite a few papers. I'm laughing because I was like, should I just do this as a live craft and chat? But I'm like, well, I get it done. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and punch out a lot of these circles. So I need 5 per kid. So I need 5 times 32. And that is, I don't know. I'm going to have my little cheat sheet. So you have to make 32. I counted 29 kids, but I don't know. So we're going to go, let me see. 5 times 32, 10, 16. So I have to do, oh my goodness, 160 circles. This size, 160. And let's see, and I'm just gonna random punch. And how many did I get off here? I got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna do 4, 8, 12, 16, 21, 22, 23. I know I can get at least 23 per page. So on these dark ones, I don't mind using these dark ones because some of the kids are older. They're not like super kiddish, you know, like, but I have some of the younger kids. And I think, and all of these are single-sided. That's the other reason why I'm using this paper, is because it's single-sided. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. All right. So there is a 23, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 100, and then 3, 6, 9, 110, 115-ish or so. Let me see. And then we have 20, 40, 20, 40, 60, 3, 6, 9. The goose drank wine, the monkey chewed tobacco on the streetcar line. The line broke, the monkey got choked, and they all went to heaven in a little rowboat. Just kidding. Anyway, sorry. All right, back to business. 20, 40, 60. I had 115. We'll say 100. We'll say 115, 120, 140, 60. Okay, I think this is enough. I'm gonna go punch all these circles out. I'll be right back. Okay, I punched all the circles out of that first page. You probably were like, what does she mean? She just said she was gonna have Jason help her. I wanted to do it really quick on one page to see how many I actually can get just by doing a fast, messy punch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me do stacks of 10 because I'll lose count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's one tag. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25. That's not bad. Okay. And then I just clip off the sides here. And I'm going to look at these to see if I have any salvageable parts for some smaller circles. Yep, right here, right there. Not that one, it's going to be too small. And then I also have this one right here, it's a big chunk. I probably could have got 26 circles at least, but I'm going to go ahead and grab my small punch. I have this one right here. Let's see if this one's big enough. Love that. I love me a little bit of scalloped. Okay. So I'm just going to go over here. Also, I was thinking on these circles, if I got too close and I, have like a little flat spot, since I'm layering them, that's not going to be that big of a deal. So I have a scallop there. And then these will be pretty for like little backdrop pieces or for clusters or little additions on anything else that I'm doing. And because they're just green foliage, pine needles or whatever, I could probably use them anywhere. It doesn't have to be just a holiday time. Oh my gosh, my friends, it's been a while. I haven't been crafting so much because I've been doing so many other things. And I've been just now getting back into crafting. And guess what? I forgot to say hello and welcome. I hope you are all doing well and enjoying all your moments. I really do appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. And I don't want to take that for granted. So please know that I do care. And I do, I love reading about what you're up to and what you're doing. It's nice, I mean, you see what I'm doing. Some of it anyways. Oh my gosh, let me tell you. I told Jason, I was like, I feel like I don't get anything done. And he says, are you kidding me? He goes, you're like a whirlwind. And I said, yeah, I guess I'm doing a lot of different things. So I just don't feel like I'm completing anything. Oops. But like, let's see. I'm in full on copy dyeing mode and I'm loving it. So loving it. I think this one I could do a little circle maybe. Let me try this guy. Anyways, and I'm playing with the Rit dyes, which I love. I've done it a little bit on the last time I did some copy dyeing, but not to the extent that I'm doing it this time. And let me tell you, it is addictive. Oh my gosh, I am so addicted. Okay, so there we go. So there, I'm gonna use up as much as I possibly can there. And then let's just get a couple of these together and see, because I have enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. Yay. So the reason why I want to do a bigger round on the back is because I was thinking I'm going to write on it, but I don't have to do that. Let's just do a little practice one. Let's leave these here for a minute. They're kind of distracting though. Why did I choose such a dark color? Nobody knows. I just want something plainer to on the front here. Will that help it stand out a little bit better? Maybe. Let's try this. Yeah, I think that'll help a little bit. And then we'll put these up here. I have no idea what's going to happen with those. And I'm just going to use glue stick. So I'm going to use my wonderful, amazing glue stick. Debris. I think I say it right. I don't know. I swear I have like 5 of these open, but you can tell when I open that one, that's a brand new one. All right, let's see. Let's put them in a circle. Maybe I do want something else here. This is my scrap paper from email entries for the monthly giveaways that we do. And it's just cheap, very cheap, inexpensive printer paper. And I just print out the entries, and then I just bring the rest of the paper here to use it for my scraps for gluing. And let's see. So I just want to maybe put some glue on it and then put it down. Maybe like this. Maybe put it this way first so I know what I'm doing. I don't think they have to be perfect, right? They don't have to be perfect. Just stick it down. Stick it down. I could always do a stitch on there too, couldn't I? And they're not going to be the same size because I'm just going to random glue them. It just has to fit the little Santa on there. So now, let me see. When I put him on there, because I want it to be like an ornament, he needs to be able to hang. That's kind of cute. It actually looks a little vintagey to me. I mean, it could be because of the Santa face, but I think having the paper, I think what it is it's the paper ornament thing that makes it look vintagey. I'm going to go with that. Now, if he goes right there, let's just put a little glue on him for now and just see. Whoops, that's a lot of glue. Okay, because I can pull that off if I need to. I'm going to stick him down just for a quick minute. And then the back side is boring. So the other thing I thought about doing before I even did that is maybe I should do some squirting of the inks. Squirting of the inks. That would probably be a good thing to do. You're probably thinking, Sandra, you're copy dyeing. Why aren't you doing that? Because it's a lot of work. I'm already copy dyeing other things. I don't want to copy dye these, and it will change. It'll, you know, they won't be as flat. So, okay, that's why. Just in case anybody was asking, that's the reason that I just now came up with. I hadn't thought it through, but I think it sounds good to me. I'll go with that one. Let's see. So, if I was going to do a little squirting, maybe let's practice on this one. And then we'll take him off for a minute so I don't wreck him. I took all my squirting things were over there. I'll be right back. All right, when I grab these distress spritzes that, thank you so much, Denise. This was a gift from Denise. And a whole set of these. The first time I went to Nebraska, she had this amazing gift. She was so sweet. She totally just blew me and Jamie away. It was both of us. We went to visit, and she's just the most beautiful person inside and out, and so creative, so talented, so generous. Anyways, bestest hostess ever. Okay, let's see. That one's more, I thought it was going to be kind of a red, but what is that? Well, it says barn door. I think it's going to be kind of a brown, though. I just want to try these out. I probably should have something around me because, you know, it's messy, but, you know, where's the fun in that? Let's make a mess. Oops, I might regret this. I have my really good mat down, so let me see. Let's assess the situation. Let's grab this mat out from underneath here. Oh my God, I have mat on mat on mat. Let's put all this stuff on the paper, off the paper, on the paper, off the paper. Okay. So we'll move that one over to the side, way over there out of my way. And then we'll take this thing here. Actually, I don't care if I get it on this. This is just from the Dollar Tree. And I've already used it and abused it a lot. So let's take the Santas and put them in their little case over there. And that one too. And maybe these ones right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this, that. I don't know, you guys. I'm kind of nervous about what I'm trying to accomplish here, but let's just see. I think these little scalped ones I'm gonna move out of the way for a minute. Huh. Think about what you're doing. Okay. So this one right here, I think it'll be a pretty background for those Santas. Let's see. Let's just do some of this. The other thing, before I get started on this, the other thing I was thinking about doing is just using my Distress ink pads and then putting some water. You know, let me try that really quick. Let's switch gears. And I have this red Distress Oxide right here. And let's see. This is the Lumberjack Plaid. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Winoma gifted these to me a long time ago, and I didn't write on the back. But thank you. I'm pretty sure it's Winoma. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but thank you, Winoma. I'm almost positive. And hi, Winoma. I'm pretty sure she gifted these to me a long time ago because I don't have a good red, and I needed a good red for Christmas, and I pretty much use it every year at Christmas. I use it actually throughout the year, but every year for Christmas. Now, I think I'm going to go with the Distress Oxide because I don't really have a specific reason why at this moment, but I'll come up with one, I think. I'll try. Let me grab one of these. This has got old ink on it. I don't think it's going to come out. Nope. Oh, a little bit. And these were gifted to me, I believe by my good friend Mitch. Hi, Mitch. I haven't heard from Mitch in a while. She's probably being creative. She is such an amazing artist. Let's see. I'm going to get that off. Okay. So let me just do this. And I'm just going to put it everywhere on the paper. This can take me quite a while to do, though. And I just think all these swirls is what we're going to go with. We're going to try this and see how it works. You're probably like, oh my gosh, that's going to take forever. I should have done a craft and chat. It's just that when I do the craft and chats, I want to stay on a little bit longer, and I don't work as much as, because I'm reading the chat. I don't know how, well, I always say, I don't know how people do the craft and chats, and then, because I think for me, for a craft and chat, like I want to chat with my friends while I'm crafting, but it's one thing like to craft and chat at my friends or craft and chat with my friends, and I find sometimes that if I get real busy making my thing, I'm crafting and I'm chatting at my friends and not with my friends. But I guess in the comment thing, like in the chat, it's a nice place for everybody to get together and chat in there. But if everybody's crafting, it's hard. You can't like type and stuff like that. It's very confusing to me, is what I'm trying to say. I still enjoy it though. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy going and attending my our other YouTube friends on there when they're doing it. And some people are really good about being able to read the comments and get a project done. I think I read too much of the comments. Not that that's a bad thing. Like I want to participate in the chat. Like that's why I'm doing it, because I want to hang out with everybody in real time. So there. So now let's see if that worked. We'll go ahead and punch some of these circles. And I think this is all I really need to do. Oh, I thought about like wetting it a little bit, but I don't want to put too much water on it. No, don't do that, because then I can't punch it. All right. Somebody's just saying, don't, no. All right, let's just do this. So all I did on the other one is I just went down the line here and, whoops, and punched them all out as fast as I could. And then I'm just going to cut. Let's see if I can get more here. I wonder if I can get like 30 of these. Take it as close as I can to the edge. These EK tools, for the most part, unless they're like a really heavy punch, they don't, they're not as hard on my hands as other punches are. See, I got a nice little piece right there, so let's grab that where I can. We'll just do that now. So if I can hold the punch like this, it's also really early in the morning too. So I have all this strength for the die. I can't speak for the day right now. don't know, maybe I won't need Jason to help me. Maybe I can get her done. I had to go a little bit on an angle there because I left that piece. Maybe I can get 2 of these now and get that off the spot. Or even 3. Wouldn't that be nice? Ooh, yeah, let's just go for it. There we go. And get that off. Anybody keeping count? Anyways, today is Sunday, the November 9th. I'm going to go, it'll already have happened by the time you see this, but I'm going to go, Maddie at Madeline Day at Designs will be having her sale, a super awesome Christmas sale is coming up, so I want to get my stuff. That's another reason why I didn't want to do a craft and chats, because I don't want to be on while she's doing that, because I want to go. And I have a lot of stuff to do, so I'm going to be like quadruple tasking all kinds of stuff. I'm also prepping for my sale, and that's like a never-ending thing. Like, it's just something that I have to keep working on. Oops. Right now, so this will be the 2nd month that I do my sale as a 3-day sale, and I like it. I'm almost wondering, now that I've taken on the doing consignment sales once, and I only do my sale once a month, and I'm thinking about, now that I'm doing consignment sales also, just once a month, I am thinking about possibly, I think if I would have went back and forth, I would have got more, but that's all right. I have plenty of paper, that is for sure. So let's see if I can squeeze anything out of this. Oh, I think I can. I think I can. All right. Oops. So I am thinking about just maybe doing 2 days in the eve, like starting at 1 o'clock Pacific time like I do. And that's kind of early because I think the majority of people that are watching and buying are on the either Central Time or East Coast time. So it's quite early for them on a weekday. And I understand that. So I've been toying with the idea of changing my day to a Thursday, Friday, 1 p.m. starting, and then finishing up on a Saturday morning. And I know that there's a lot of lives going on Saturdays, but not always. But the thing is there's lives and there's videos there all the time, all the time. And I have to just try to find what works best here with what I'm trying to accomplish. Does that make sense? And I have to take that into consideration also. So, but I think that'll work. What I want to do is I want to make sure that everybody that wants to attend the sale has an opportunity at some point to do it. So, work in progress always. Oh, I love these scalloped ones so much. Okay, so let's see. All right. How many did we get this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, and I got 3 extra. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 28. So it was definitely better to pay more attention. I get a few more extra ones out of that. And then when I put my little circle together, let's just grab these and put some together before we even turn it around. Maybe close this bad boy up. There we go. Let's just get out the old glue stick here. And I think I'm going to try and get my little poppies, my little berries up at the top. And maybe if I just keep the glue in the middle, because everybody's going to go to the middle, right, at some point. And I put that one like that. That was silly. Okay, you guys, I need some serious help, I guess. I'm going to lay them down like I did last time, I think, and then just go from there. This is like the weirdest, crazy circle that I'm making. Stop watching. It's painful. All right. I think just laying them down like I did last time and then putting them on there. That might be the best bet. And then I think I wanted those berries to kind of stick out a little bit, so I'll put that one back there. Okay. Now, much better. I like that. And now when I put something back there for a pocket, I can use a different side. Maybe I'll use some cardstock. It is just paper, so it's not going to be like a super sturdy thing. But I think with the Santa on here, I think he needs another backdrop, though, doesn't he? He needs something. Probably like lace. I'm thinking lace because, you know, I like lace. And I know some of it's for boys, but that's all right. Just a little bit. Not that one, but let's see. What do I have? What do I have? I have more scrapbooking paper. I don't know what I could do to cut something out. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. I went and grabbed my little basket here with the crocheted pieces, doilies, things like that. I don't know if are they crocheted? I don't know. Anyways, they're my little cut-ups, and I thought I just want something behind him. Just, it'll give it a little bit more sturdiness. I'm thinking maybe like these pieces right here of curtain that I have cut up. These are all the scraps. Let's try a few of those. And then I do have some really fun pieces. I mean, if I have time, I can get more decorative. I am behind the entire pool table. I mean, like, forget about that one 8-ball. It's the whole thing. Like, I'm behind everything. So I just need to get this done. And I want to make it simple. So let's see. What if I just... And I just think he needs something as a little backdrop. Like that. That's a little bit much. Let's see. Let's cut this piece off here. I still want the background of the paper to show some, you know, like I just need, yeah, like that. Just a little something just for him to pop off a little bit. Does he need to go this way and this way? I mean, that's fine too. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try a couple more things and see if anything is like, if I'm feeling it. Look at this one. This one's pretty. Let's try. See, I don't want to cover up that flower, but what about this? If I can get enough of this out. Oh, that's going to be a mess. So I think I need to put that with something also. Everything's the same color. Okay, I need to get some ink or something on this. This one's a little bit fatter. Let's try. I'm just going to keep making more scraps. Let's try him. Let's try this one. It kind of looks like a little vintagey with the little loop-de-loo. Okay. Let's see if I cut that off there. All I have to do is get one done. One done. Set it down. Whoops, I didn't mean to pull that whole thing off. Get one done, and then I can play with it. Oh, okay. Let's try that. We'll take him around the town there. Okay. I'm sure I have more of that somewhere. If not, I'll have to switch gears into something else, but I have an idea. So there. I like that. Let's do that. Normally, if I had time, I would be doing some inking and stuff like that. I don't really think the kids care about the inking. I do need to do like a little reinforce or something there because I have to make it a hanging thingy. But let's go with this. Let's just get one done. If I don't like it later when I come back, then because I'm not going to get like 30-something done right now, that's for sure. But if I don't like it later, then I can always change it up again. But I have lots of these little scraps. So I think I just need to use them. And I like how I can wrap it around in the circles that it's already, in the little circle that it's going in. Whoops. I blew too hard. Oh well. Everybody went everywhere. Oops. Get this down here. And then this Santa can just go like that. He's going to be raised. So I'm wondering if I should just go ahead and go with a little thing of that and do, I have some of this double-sided tape here. Oh, that came off easy. I think it's old though, so, but I'm thinking about just putting him right here on this side. We'll add a little extra glue there. And then, because this side's going to be on the other part, we'll see. Let's see. Just to give him a little lift, because that's lifting him already. Oh, I want him that way, though. Okay, there we go. I don't think I have him on exactly how I wanted him, though. Let's see. Okay, I had a little time to move him around. There, and then he's not lopsided, because I've got that little lift underneath him. Did I put it in the right spot? Yeah. There we go. All right. I like that. Now what am I going to do? Because I do want something back here to cover him up. Do I just use just a couple of these pockets? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that either. Do I just take them back here? No, I don't like that. That's the same thing as this. What do I do here? I think, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to think and I can't think. I do have wallpaper. Well, the kids, I don't think I want to use the wallpaper on the kids. All right. To be continued on the back end, but this is the front. And then I just need, and I do need to make something that's going to be a little pocket to hold the money. And I want something to write on. So like I'm going to write like Merry Christmas, we love you, but I don't want to write through all these little lines here. So I need something bigger on the back end. Maybe I am just going to have to just cut something out. I don't want that one. Boy, I am picky. Picky. I have a lot of paper here that I can choose from though. But will it make me happy? Oh, maybe I should use, no, I don't want to use cardstock. Be right back. Okay, I went and found this is some scrapbooks. So you remember that big paper haul I did? Or gosh, from that one sale that I went to. Anyways, I have a ton of paper. I've been trying to figure out how to break them down into packs so I can sell the paper. I didn't get my Christmas stuff done in time, so I'm just going to use some of it. This is cute, and I can use that someplace else possibly, or cut it into scraps for next year. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do here is take this on this side. I'll go up here. We'll just kind of outline it here and see. I don't really want it to match this whole thing since I did all that inking, but if it works, then I don't have to do all that inking. There's that. And I can just ink something else. Let's see if I can do this. See, the thing is it's just too much cutting for me, I think, is what's going to happen. If I go on the inside, I am not following those lines exactly. I'm just using them as a guide, and I'm cutting on the inside of it. And that way I can still see that cool inky stuff that I did. I think this is also just going to add, whoops, that's definitely not a round thing, but I think this is definitely going to add to the, and I have some pieces I can cut out there, to the handmade look. Yeah, I like it. Okay, I think it'll work. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's not supposed to be, right? Let me just, I would like to kind of fix that though. That was a little wild. Okay. All right, so I'll have to do that per thing because these are not going to be identical. And then I can just put it right there on the back of that. I have the red on the outside. And then if I really want to, so I have the distress, the regular ink is going to be darker. So let's do that really quick. Do I have something in here I can use that's red? Let's see. Oh, I have a naked one there. So let's take this one off. Whoops. Okay. Let's get it all juicy, juicy, juicy. And then, and we'll just ink the sides of this, because it's not a through and through color, it's white. But I was gonna write on that. I still can write on, I can use a black pen. Okay, still in it. I'm still in it to win it. I'm gonna go ahead and just go on the outside with this. It's gonna be a lot of work, I know, because I'm doing so many of them, but if I get one done, and then I can start assembly lining them, you know, I can do that. And then maybe, since the red came over there, I'll bring it over here a little bit. Okay, so far, so good. Okay, yeah. And then we'll put this on here. So I know this is gonna be the top where I'm gonna put the little punch. So I wanna make sure I get a nice thicker piece right there. And then I can put an eyelet in there. All right, let's do that. Let's get this down. I'm gonna use the Art of the Glitter glue. Whoops, okay, yes. Do this. Because I want it to stay down. Because this is not gonna be the pocket, this is just gonna be the back end of it. Nobody wants the back end lifting off. Well, I like my back end to be taken off a little bit, but that's all right. That's another story. Another story for another day. And then remembering which way I was going would be helpful. Okay, there. I actually like this. It's a very messy, but it's cute. I think it's cute. This is really very crafty. But I mean, I can make that a pocket or a tuck in a book if I was doing that. But I'm going to make these for the kids for their little ornaments. Wouldn't that have been something if I would have thought about that many years ago, to start them like a little journal that their parents could keep, and then every time I make them something, they could put it in there. But sometimes my things are bulky, so I don't know if that would work either. All right, that's what I want to do there. And then I'm not done, because I'll write on there, but I need like a little tuck space back here for their money, for their money. I don't know if this is going to be it, but we'll see. Let's use up all the little pieces here. And then I can write something right there. I don't write a whole lot. Like, I'm just going to say, Merry Christmas, we love. So it would be like, whoever I'm making this for. So say it's Ella. Ella's on my mind right now. Ella, Merry Christmas, Ella. We love you, Opa and Bella. And then I could put the year on it. And the year can even go right there. And then this would be the tuck for the money. It's not very, I might have to use card for that also, because, you know, let's see if I did this one, that on top of that one. Don't know until we try it. Let's try it real quick. And I'm like looking at all my punches. What punch do I want to use? I have them all out still because I'm still working on all that stuff. I think I need the big circle though. I don't know what to do with it. Has anybody seen it? Here it is. Let's do a big circle right here. And we'll just put that red ink on there. It's okay if that one blends. And then I can put, then I can put this, and then I can do that. I can just keep adding to it until I, you know, literally have no more time. But that's kind of cute. It can fit right there in there, that. And then the money can go right there. Let me grab a $5 bill and see if it works. Here's their Christmas money. I usually try to get nice crisp bills from the bank, but it's not easy to get anymore. And then I will just fold this. I don't know how I will fold it yet. It just, as long as it stays in there and doesn't fall out. Their little things will go in their own little bag. So it can go like that. There we go. Perfect, right? Perfection. It'll just slide in there. Maybe I might have to fold it a little bit differently, but basically that's what's going to happen. It'll go in there, and then they can take their money out. When they take their money out, there'll be the writing right there, and then I'll put something on here that just says, don't forget to make a Christmas wish, or my wish this year. I think I started doing something like that, like this year I wish for. Maybe I'll put that on there, and that would be more on the brighter side so they can write on themselves. There we go. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can get that together here. I like this. I need an eyelet. I had Christmas tree eyelets, but wait, I don't know what I did with them. What do I have enough here in any color? I need to buy some more of these. I like this little setup here. I don't want to buy the whole setup though. I just want to buy the eyelets. I think that red one would be fine. We could use red. We can use gold. We can use pretty much any of the colors. Red, gold, green. Do I have green? I don't. I have red and gold. That'll work. Okay, hopefully I have enough. And we'll put that there. So I always think I'm doing it in the right spot, and I never am. So I'm gonna put a little mark in there. I have a pen. Oh my God, I have like total danger zone happening here. I'm gonna put a mark right there. I want this to go. I always end up putting them, not always, but very often, too close to the top. So I want my hole to go there. Put my hole there. And I'm gonna use my crocodile. Hopefully I do this right. I'm gonna use the big guy. Or the big hole. And then I'll just get that in the middle as much best I can. There we go. Stick this in there. It's not quite the right size, is it? Okay, there we go. I have no idea what I'm supposed to have this on. I do not think I have it on the right one, do I? Huh. I know there's instructions with this, but I never understand them. Never, ever, I don't. I'm just that person, So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna punch a hole. I'm gonna use one I don't care about, the color, I guess. Make sure that I know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna punch it right there. Oops. I know I have a color that I don't use often. There's gotta be one in here I don't use often. So looks like this blue one doesn't get used very often. Let's try that. I probably should punch it in something I'll actually use, but that's all right. I'm okay with it. I just want to make sure this one's going to work. See, I always put it on the wrong one. Can I change it now? Jiminy Christmas. Okay, let's try. Can I do a double take? Double time? Let's see. Nope. Do I have the wrong nipple thing on there? Maybe I'll try that. Let's see. I don't use this enough because I do hand setting because the hand setting to me is easier. Oh my gosh, I think I just totally wrecked it. So anyways, I'm gonna hand set because I can't figure that out. And hand setting to me is easy. And I'll actually use these little things here just to give it a nice finish on the back end. It's so easy to do. There, put that there, put that there. Wait. No, wait. Am I doing this wrong? Goodness gracious, it's been a minute. Okay. Stop it. This is what happens when you do things early in the morning. All right, that. Okay, I need this. I need that, and I need that. And then this goes in here, but I need a little pad underneath me. It's going to be loud, you guys, so one second. I'm going to put this, oops. Get my little hammer out. I know this is so old school to do it this way, but that crocodile I can never remember what I'm supposed to do. All right, here we go. There we go. And now it's nice and smooth. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna hand set. That is just all there is to it. We'll stick all that over there out of the way. That goes there. Now, what's this? Oh, look here's my little note. It says skinny nipple, number 2, tiny copper, or skinny nipple, number 1, gold. But for what size? I don't know. I'm thinking it's the small one. I don't know. Okay, so we have that. I need to put a little, I'll put a little tie in there. And then we want to do this on the back side here. So I want the money to go in, and I don't care if the money sticks up like in the back. That's fine. Oh, maybe I'll do it that way. So you see that's they got their $5 bill. Okay. So if I'm going to put the money in here, I need my glue to be from about right there to, we'll say right here. Do a skinny little glue from right to, I'm going to put my finger right here. Goodness gracious. I'm making this way more difficult than it's going to be when I do it. It's because it's the first one. And it's really early in the morning. Okay. Let's see if that works. Should work. Should be fine. I definitely need to use my skinnier glue nozzle, though, because that's a lot of glue. Let me grab a tissue here. All right, and I was watching Carla and Maddie, and they said, hi, Carla, hi, Maddie. I don't know if they watch my videos, but anyways, hi, if you do. I watched them, and Carla has this eraser that she likes, and I think this is the one I use, and I think it's the same one. I'm not positive, but this is the one that I use for when I do, like, when I was doing all that pencil doodling and learning how to draw and all that kind of stuff. Trying to learn how to draw. I mean, I guess I learned a little bit. Let's see. And then that should be fine. Even if this is too wide, I can always make it smaller. Yeah, because I can always do that. Like, it doesn't have to be a fatty. It just, although it does need to be tiny, like flat, not so puffy. There. Oh, so if I do that, maybe I will just take that up a little bit more. Cute. All right. I need a little hangy dingy, and then we're done. Okay, I went and robbed my stash of ribbons. I have this one right here that I could use to make a tie. It's kind of wide. It's got the little loopy-loos. I like them. I think they're so pretty in dangles, charms, and tassels and things like that. This one's more of a bluish green. I don't think that one's going to work. And this one's really wide. Okay, well, I didn't do very well there, but I did remember this. This is something I bought when I was on my last girls trip, that weekend getaway. And let me just close those ones up. Which, by the way, I did get some photos, and I got a little bit of video footage. It's nothing fantastic, and it wasn't put together very well. I did make a little video, kind of to mush it together, and but it's not like it's not a crafty video by any means, and it's not. It's just me. It's just a day, some moments in my life. I was going to upload it, but oh my gosh, I thought this was like one big piece, and it's in strips, which, by the way, I love because that's what I was going to do just now. However, I kind of was hoping to have a fatter piece that I could do this to, so that's all right. Let's see. Let's just, how is this put together? Here's the knot. Maybe leave that in. Maybe just take a piece of this out like this. See if I can do that. I don't know. I don't know what I actually... Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let's do this. But I thought this was like a really pretty pink, but it looks like it's actually kind of a red, and it looks like a vintage red. And I feel like this would make a cute little tie. Let's do that. And let's put it through there. I thought about using yarn to stick with that vintage feel, but then I realized, you know, after years, you know, yarn doesn't look so pretty sometimes. And I don't really have the right color anyways. So that was put to bed fast. So normally I just do that, and then I just tie this up here in a knot for a little hangy-dingy, hangy-thingy. Anyhow, oh my gosh, my words are blending. Back to that little video. Let me know if you want me to post it. It's just like, I don't know. I had fun. It was fun. It's just a little bit of footage of us in Leavenworth on our way there. And then a little bit on a shopping day that we went to. There's a couple of photos that I dropped into the video of like a restaurant that we ate at, the Cabbage Patch restaurant, which the food was so good. And then there was also, I think there's a couple other things. Anyways, and then I did like a little walkthrough of our Airbnb when we first got there. And spoiler alert, we did not even drink half the amount of alcohol that we took. We were pretty good old ladies. We acted like really old ladies. Okay. All right. So there we go. It's done. Except for the whole writing on the back of it and everything like that. There's this part right here. I mean, I could, if I come up with some like little Christmas sayings that are small, I think with all the DigiKits that I have purchased throughout the years, I might have something I could put on there. And then maybe I should add more work because I have so much time to do it. I was going to say ink around these edges, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. So there you go, my friends. Tell me what you think. Did I do good? Where's the paper that we can see everything? I don't know. That's pretty busy. This one right here. Yeah, it shows up on there. All right. I think this one shows up pretty well. What do you think? Let me zero you in here. Yeah, there we go. There's my little ornament. This is what I'm going to make for the kids. There's the back. I just have to do some writing on that. That'll be all personalized. I'll make 32 of those, and they're nice and flat. I can put them in their little packaging and mail them off. And the best thing is that I could probably use like a regular size envelope, which will save me in shipping because Halloween cost me over $75 to ship all that out for the kids. Anyhow, friends, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to share some of my personal life experiences because I don't mind doing that. It's kind of nice to know each other, isn't it? I hope you enjoy all your moments. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.